Guys, I'm back with another horror film, and today we are continuing the American horror series with friend request. Laura is a female college student who usually posts her daily life online, and because of her outstanding looks, she has gained thousands of followers. One day, while Laura is eating with a few friends, she accidentally notices a strangely dressed girl sitting in the corner. After they finish school and return to the dorm, Laura suddenly receives a friend request. When she opens this person's profile, she realizes it is the same girl from lunchtime. What is strange is that this girl's account does not have a single friend. After seeing the posts on the girl's profile, several of Laura's close friends all think this person is a complete weirdo. But Laura is different from everyone else, because the more she looks, the more she likes her. On the other side, after the girl sees that Laura has become her friend, she is so happy that she does not know what to do. By the next day, the two of them meet in person. It turns out that this girl is named Marina, and she is a transfer student who recently arrived. And she is also in the same class as Laura. Ever since the two became friends, Marina sends Laura a huge number of messages every day. Laura thinks she may simply be too lonely, but her boyfriend Tyler feels that this person is clearly unstable. That night, while the two are resting, Laura is suddenly awakened by a strange sound. She follows the sound and sees a bee flying back and forth outside the window. But in the next second, someone suddenly appears, and Laura is instantly scared awake, only to realize it was just a nightmare. That day, Marina sends Laura a photo, and when Laura opens it, she sees that Marina has edited herself together with Laura. After seeing it, Laura immediately gets chills all over her body, and under her friend's suggestion, they start looking through Marina's old posts. Inside, they find nothing but dark and disturbing videos, and after seeing them, her friend feels that there is definitely something wrong with Marina, so she questions Laura about why she would hang out with her. Laura says she only wanted to show a little kindness, and she did not expect Marina to be this kind of person. A few days later, it is Laura's birthday, and just as she is getting ready for the party that night, Marina suddenly calls her. Marina says she wants to attend Laura's birthday party, but possibly because of what happened before, Laura lies and says she wants to spend the night alone with her boyfriend. Seeing this, Marina has no choice. That night, the birthday party takes place as planned. I really do not know what Laura is thinking, because she actually posts their group photos online. After Marina sees the photos, her heart is filled with anger and hurt. By the next day, Marina questions Laura in public about why she lied to her. Even though Laura keeps apologizing, Marina still refuses to let it go. And in the end, the two of them get into a fight, but Laura accidentally pulls off Marina's hood, and seeing the strange looks from the classmates around her, Marina decisively leaves the place. Everyone thinks their friendship is completely broken, but that night, Marina sends Laura many apology messages again. Seeing this, Laura no longer wants to tolerate her, so she directly removes Marina as a friend. Seeing her friend count return to 0, Marina feels an overwhelming sense of despair and sadness. The scene cuts to Laura, who is working when a voice suddenly appears. She follows the sound, but does not see anyone. Just as she is about to go back, she turns around and sees a very strange mirror. Driven by curiosity, Laura looks into the mirror, and she sees a figure in black slowly walking toward her inside it. Laura is so frightened that she keeps backing away, but in the next second, a monster suddenly appears. Fortunately, her friend Olivia calls out to her in time, and when Laura snaps back to reality, the mirror has already returned to normal. The next day, Laura discovers that Marina has not come to class. Immediately after that, the teacher tells the students a terrifying piece of news. The teacher says that a few days earlier, their classmate Marina took her own life. And somehow, the video of what happened was also uploaded to the school website. After hearing this, Laura simply cannot believe any of it. And then several friends, afraid that Laura will blame herself, begin comforting her. At this moment, Gustavo beside them says they can hold a funeral for Marina, but Laura's other friend Kobe says there is no body at all, and even the police cannot find where Marina ended her life. What is even stranger is that the school files also contain no information about Marina. That night, while Laura is resting, she suddenly receives a text message. She picks up her phone and sees that it was actually sent by Marina. because she cannot view it on her phone. Laura directly opens her computer. Marina has sent Laura a video, and the content of the video is exactly the scene of Marina's final moments. Marina first sets fire to Laura's portrait, then ends her life above the flames. After seeing this, Laura is so frightened that she cannot make a sound, and when her boyfriend Tyler finds out, he wants to delete the video, but no matter what, the video simply cannot be removed. With no other choice, Tyler can only shut down the computer. The next day, while Laura is in class, Tyler suddenly sends her a message. When Laura opens her computer, she sees that her own account has somehow posted Marina's final video. After seeing this, Laura wants to delete it, but the web page keeps showing an unknown error, and Marina has also returned to Laura's friend list. Not surprisingly, this incident soon draws the attention of the police. Since Laura cannot delete the video, the sheriff tells Laura to deactivate the entire account. Then Laura calls the platform's customer service, but customer service says they are powerless too, because they cannot find any account information for Laura at all. With no other choice, Laura can only turn to her friend Kobe for help. After the two of them study it for a while, Kobe makes a new discovery. A normal code looks like Laura's profile, but Marina's profile displays something that looks like runes. Just as Kobe is scrolling through Marina's posts, Laura notices a familiar video. When she looks carefully, she realizes that this is exactly the same as the scene from Marina's final video. That night, Laura starts studying Marina's profile again. As soon as she gets up and leaves Marina's account, her own account suddenly posts a photo of Laura and Gustavo together. Immediately after that, Gustavo's photo begins to twist and distort continuously. The scene changes, and the door behind Gustavo suddenly opens by itself. He thinks his friend has come back, so he walks out. But after walking for a short while, he sees a strange painting hanging on a door. Without thinking, Gustavo walks straight inside, only to see the floor covered with broken doll parts. And there is also a huge beehive in the corner of the house. Just as Gustavo was about to leave, two monsters suddenly appear in front of him. Gustavo is terrified and quickly rushes into the elevator, but not long after, the elevator suddenly stops moving. Gustavo looks up and sees that the beehive has appeared above the elevator again. Before he can react, a large hand suddenly taps him. The scene cuts to Isabel, who is getting ready to bring food to her boyfriend Gustavo, but the moment the elevator doors open, in the end, the others send Gustavo to the hospital, but because his injuries are too serious, he still cannot be saved. And because his girlfriend Isabel could not handle the shock, she was also taken to the hospital. After Laura returned home, she felt that everything was her fault. Just then, Kobe suddenly sent her a message. When Laura opened her computer, she saw that her own account had once again posted the video of Gustavo's final moments. And just like before, the video could not be deleted. Seeing this, Laura wanted to post an update to explain everything, but just as she finished typing, the computer began to go out of control. Because this incident had caused such a huge disturbance, the principal decided to suspend Laura from school for the time being. Just as Laura was about to leave the school, Kobe made a new discovery. Kobe first showed Laura Marina's profile, then said that these black bees were a symbol of evil, and that black bees usually only appeared around witches. In order to find out Marina's true identity, the two of them went to her dorm room. After Laura entered, she found an old group photo from when Marina was still in school, but strangely, there were two boys in the photo whose faces had been scratched until they were almost impossible to see. After searching online, Laura successfully found the school in the photo. Then Laura learned from the principal that Marina had once gone through an extremely painful experience at this school. It turned out that when Marina was a child, she was often bullied by two classmates. And later, Marina's personality gradually became withdrawn, and she also liked looking at dark things online. The principal also said that Marina would sometimes stare at the computer for hours, even though there was nothing on the screen except her own reflection in the darkness. Because of this, all the children at school kept their distance from her. At the same time, Kobe discovered an organization called Black Mirror, and they usually held certain rituals to summon demons. The way Marina ended her life came exactly from one of the rituals of this Black Mirror organization. The scene changes, and in order to prove Laura's innocence, Tyler decides to make a post to explain everything. But just as he finishes typing, the computer screen begins to flicker, and then a buzzing sound suddenly appears in his ear. He thinks something has gotten into his ear, so he picks up a pair of tweezers and starts trying to pull it out. But he never expects that he actually pulls out a black bee. The scene cuts to Laura, who finds information on her phone about a case from many years ago. The victims of that case were the classmates who had bullied Marina back then, and the police had found the two of them inside a factory. What was strange was that both of their faces had been badly damaged by black bees. After Laura learns this, she quickly calls Tyler, because Tyler is an intern at the hospital. She asks him to check whether the hospital has any information about Marina. At this moment, Marina's account suddenly becomes friends with Isabel, and strange things begin happening to Isabel as well. First, she sees a house outside the window bursting into flames, and then when she turns around, she sees a badly burned pregnant woman lying on the bed. Just as Isabel stands there completely confused, the pregnant woman suddenly sits up and looks at her. The girl is terrified and quickly leaves the hospital room. But at this moment, there is not a single person in the hospital. With no other choice, the girl can only keep searching for help. But after only taking a few steps, two boys with ruined faces suddenly block her way. In a panic, the girl hides inside a room, but before she can react, she actually sees another lifeless version of herself inside. As the monster appears, the girl's story ends right there. After Laura learns the news of her friend's death, she rushes to the hospital. The sheriff shows Laura the surveillance footage from when her friend had the accident. And strangely, the hospital was clearly full of people at the time, but Isabel simply could not see them. Not long after, Laura's account once again posts the video of Isabel's final moments. After several friends find out, they all want to remove Laura as a friend, because they are afraid they might be next. But no matter how they try, the webpage only keeps showing an unknown error. That night, Kobe finds Laura. Kobe believes that Marina did not simply take her own life, but was performing a ritual called Black Mirror. When some witches reach the end of their path, they perform this kind of ritual, standing in front of a black mirror and ending their lives. And after that, they become evil spirits, demons, or something like that. So Kobe believes this is a form of revenge, and the only way to stop them is to break the mirror in front of them at the time of the ritual, which is Marina's laptop. The next day, Tyler finds information about Marina's mother through the hospital. 20 years ago, a fire broke out on a farm, and Marina's mother happened to live there. Although her mother was badly burned, she still held on until Marina was born before passing away. The two of them both believe that this farm may be the place where Marina ended her life. While the two are talking, Tyler discovers that Marina's profile has actually posted a group photo of Laura and Olivia. The two of them instantly realize something is wrong, so they hurry back to the dorm by car. But just as they arrive downstairs, luckily, the two of them send Olivia to the hospital in time, allowing her to escape danger. And Laura discovers that Marina has already become friends with Olivia. She knows that Marina will definitely not stop so easily. Watching the police walk toward them step by step, Laura decides that she must figure all of this out as soon as possible. So she asks her boyfriend to hold off the police, while she goes to that farm together with Kobe. Just as the two of them arrive at the place, something strange happens back at the hospital, and Olivia's eyes suddenly become terrifying. Then she pulls out all the tubes on her body as if she is possessed. In the end, she directly attacks the officers standing outside the door. Olivia first grabs the officer's gun, then points it at herself without hesitation. The scene cuts back to Laura, and while the two of them are searching for clues, Kobe suddenly discovers that she has actually become friends with Marina. Seeing her own reflection appear on the phone, Kobe is so frightened that she quickly throws the phone away. Then, as she turns around, she sees a woman walking out of the basement, and this woman is Marina's dead mother. At this moment, Laura calls out to her, and when she looks again, the woman has already disappeared. After that, following Kobe's suggestion, the two of them go into the basement. After they go down, they discover many huge beehives inside. And there are also strange runes on the walls that they cannot understand. Just as Laura is searching everywhere for clues, she turns around and sees Kobe standing in front of a mirror, completely motionless. Seeing this, Laura immediately steps forward and asks what happened. Kobe first says sorry to Laura, then directly stabs Laura with a knife. Luckily, Laura reacts quickly and runs out of the basement in time. It turns out that Marina's intention is to make Laura completely alone, and as long as Laura dies, the friends around her will no longer be harmed. So Kobe wants to kill Laura in order to protect herself. Just as Laura is feeling completely desperate, she accidentally notices that the factory not far away looks extremely familiar. She takes out her phone and realizes that this is exactly the place where the classmates who bullied Marina were harmed before. At the same time, while Tyler is looking for Laura, he happens to run into Kobe. Just as the two of them are arguing, Laura suddenly calls Tyler and tells him to meet her at that factory. But Laura does not know that her boyfriend is with Kobe right now. Soon, the two of them meet inside the factory. Laura was just about to tell her boyfriend what had happened between her and Kobe, but in the very next second,
look at me.
Seeing this, Laura turns and runs, but not long after, she runs into a dead end. Just as Kobe is about to finish Laura off, a black bee suddenly flies into her ear. Immediately after that, thousands upon thousands of black bees appear and completely surround her. Under the attack of the black bees, Kobe quickly meets her end. Seeing Kobe gone, Laura thinks she has been saved. But the childhood version of Marina suddenly walks over. She says she only wanted to be friends with Laura, and after saying this, she crawls into a room. Seeing this, Laura follows her straight inside. It turns out that this is the place where Marina ended her life. As soon as Laura enters, she hears Marina calling her from inside the computer screen. As the scene changes, Laura seems to enter another world. Just as Laura is completely confused, she turns around, and a monster rushes toward her. At the end of the story, Laura does not die, but becomes the next Marina. The film ends.